SBS was good. Here with y'all with another video. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you guys always, you know what I mean? Haven't been on YouTube in a little while. I'm gonna get to why in future in this video, but right now I've been feeling really just weird right now. You know, I've been feeling very unmotivated, very down, very like just irritated, period. And I've just kind of just been having that like not give a damn mentality, but not in like a good way. You know what I mean? And I got a lot to say on my mind right now, and I'm not gonna edit this video either. This is gonna be pure raw emotions, man. I really need to learn how to get my words out better. So I wanna unedit this video, and I'm gonna watch this video and see really what I could be doing better. But I'm not gonna edit this, nothing. Y'all just gonna see it just how it is. You know, I'm making a bunch of grammar mistakes in this video. I'm not really talking properly, but you know, I'm gonna get into it. You know, I appreciate y'all. Right now, I can really say as I'm getting older that my future is looking pretty grim right now at the moment. You know, there's a lot of things that have been going on in my life, and I've kind of just been doing the wrong things one after another. You know, your boy started watching porn again. I know, I still got the tabs open too. I gotta close them bitches as soon as I finish this video, even though I kinda don't want to, because I've been really just getting tempted by these demons, man. And I've been kinda just letting them get to me, man. And I've just been kinda not motivated to fight them, really. I think I might need more prayers, or I might need to revitalize what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm starting to get real big into my ego. I'm starting to get real irritated when stuff doesn't go my way. I realize I'm not really responding to it the right way. I am like, it's not that I've necessarily quit, but I'll just like kind of just put less effort into things. And honestly, I dug myself into this hole. And even with school, right? Finals week is next week. Haven't really been motivated to study at all. My study sessions have been trash. I haven't been motivated to really even, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even really tripping like that about that type of stuff. You know, my sense of urgency just has not been there at all. Well, it's there mentally, but I haven't really been acting on it. You know what I mean? And it's just, I'm really starting to reevaluate the decisions I've made. And I wouldn't say I'm like regretting them, but I would say that I'm starting to feel the effects of it now at a really like, not even at the highest level yet. I feel like it could be a lot worse, but I'm starting to really feel like these effects. And I'm really just trying to just hold on and just, you know, not lose it. You feel me? You know, currently I feel like a little worthless, man. My value just isn't really that great. You know, I'm 20 years old working at McDonald's. I'm probably behind further than most of my peers probably. You know, a lot of my peers are getting good internships. They're doing good things. A lot of them have startups already. A lot of them have bright futures and are going to be great contributors in society. For me, dude, I don't even know, because I'm in school, but like, honestly, I'm definitely doing something wrong. Like, I definitely need to navigate and really realize this stuff. You know, and that's a big reason I have not been consistent on YouTube. It's just because I've been doing all the wrong things. You know, me, I'm a spiritual sort of self-improvement podcast channel. And if I'm sitting over here doing the wrong things, how can I possibly face you guys, right? Because there's one thing that I've been really thinking about is authority, right? A little bit into, you know, myself. I had strict parents growing up. So I used to really hate authority growing up, you know what I mean? And I used to not necessarily, I wouldn't cause problems if I was getting told what to do. That was fine with me. I just used to get irritated with petty stuff, you know, can't use your phone during this, can't do this, you're not supposed to do this. Like, I used to really just hate that shit with a passion. And, you know, I had big dreams and goals as a kid. You know, I wanted to do good on YouTube. I wanted to make a living online. I wanted to really have and be the face of a personal brand. That was my real dream, still is my dream to this day. I never wanted to really go to college, but one thing I realized is that if I don't go, I'm gonna get kicked out the crib. Like, I'm gonna have no type of stability, nothing, right? Then I'm gonna have to get into the real world super early, and I just knew I just was not ready for that, especially since my parents were overprotected. I haven't even experienced nothing, so I really couldn't take that risk. I come to school and it's been up and down. I've made some very good friends. Well, I wouldn't say I've made that many friends. I don't hang out with people that much. I've only made really, I would say like 3 or 4 really good friends at this school. And I don't even talk to them every day, but when we meet each other, it's always like love and stuff. But it's more like I just haven't really been having fun in college, right? I haven't really enjoyed it that much. I'm ready to admit that now. You know, I was very hesitant to tell you guys this, but I can't leave now. You know, I'm too deep into this shit. You know, I'm a junior in this shit now. And you know, there's things that I have to keep going. Plus, you know, it could be a lot worse. You know, my grades aren't that bad, but I've been having a lot of outside help, man. I've been having a lot of trouble putting my head down and actually trying to learn the concepts and understand the concepts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really like cheating through it, but it's more like I've been using a lot of outside help and then just using patterns to pass the classes. I haven't really been internalizing this stuff, right? And I feel like that's why like the competition is getting ahead of me. And a lot of this is my own fault. The reason I'm making this video is not to really play victim, but it's to get it off my chest. Now, back to what I said about authority. I used to really hate authority, and I used to have big dreams. So when I saw what these online creators were doing, where they were kind of just able to just make videos, they would be able to wear whatever they wanted. They didn't have no weak ass dress code or no type of really anything really. They could just make good content and that was it. And they was able to make a solid, honest living without really having anybody directly in their ear telling you what to do. That was a gold mine to me. I wanted to get on that instantly since I was 15. Of course, at first that started with rap music, but then I realized like you low-key got to sell your soul to even get mainstream, and plus you have to answer to some label or something, and if you try to go independent, it's like very, 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 very difficult, and it takes a lot of money, and the chances of you making it are low, and you could go broke very easily. So I was like, yeah, let me just take this YouTube route. You know what I mean? And the first plan was like, okay, I'm gonna do YouTube and then I'm gonna do school at the same time. But my time management was bad and I was starting to get real frustrated. I was like, man, I'm not pumping out videos at the same rate. I'm like, this shit sucks. I'm like, this shit sucks. Like, it sucks. You know, for me, what I realized as you get older is I think I had a really immature way of putting it. But the thing is I didn't tell people my goals because people, you know, I was listening to people on the internet. People were telling me, oh, you shouldn't tell people your goals, just become accomplished and then pop out on them and surprise them. And I was like, yeah, that sounds cool to me. Like, hell yeah, I want to surprise people and show people that I'm way more than what you see in the physical body. But at the same time, when you don't tell people your goals, you have really nobody to tell you that, hey man, it might be a bad idea, right? You know, and you try it out for yourself and then, you know, you realize like, oh shoot, like maybe they were right. But if I was right, then it would have been like, hey, in your face type moment. So that to me was more rewarding. You know, this internet stuff, I haven't made a dime off of it, right? I haven't made a single penny. I'm close though to monetization. I just need a couple hundred more watch hours, but I just really realized that I might be overthinking it and I may need to get some outside help, man, because I'm kind of just frozen right now. I've been lost. Like, dude, it's gotten so bad that I've been like smoking, dead ass. I've been like doing THC. It's bad right now, bro. You can even see it in my eyes, bro, that, you know, I don't look all the way there. You feel me? I've just been doing all the wrong things and I've been making a lot of mistakes. All I can really ask for is forgiveness, but who knows if I even deserve that, you feel me? If I'm gonna just keep messing up. So I might just need to take it one step at a time, but you know, the problem with me is I've always been like a guy that wanted results quickly. And when you take it one step at a time, you don't get results that quickly. It takes years and years. But sometimes it be feeling like I don't have those years, even though I probably do, but it feels like I don't. You know what I mean? I don't know if you feel that way. Maybe I'm just the only one, but shit is grim, bro. Shit is looking tough right now, man, for me. Absolutely. You know, because I realize as you get older, you're going to have to answer to somebody, right? If you are a kid, you're going to have to answer to your parents and teachers. If you are an adult, you have to answer to your boss, and you have to answer to the police and the judicial system, right? And the laws. If you are old, you got to answer to the caretakers, or you always have to, you're going to have to answer to somebody at one point. I was at work and I was on my phone. You know, I work at McDonald's, right? I work at McDonald's, crew member. I've been there since like 2022, right? Currently looking for a new job right now. But I was on my phone in the drive-thru because, you know, the drive-thru, you're back, nobody's really paying attention to you. So I'm like, all right, let me just use my phone. But sometimes the managers come back there, and I've been thinking about streaming at work. I might start live streaming while I'm at work. I feel like people would like that type of content. Maybe let me know. You know, I went live, I think last Thursday, and I did something similar to that where I was live streaming, not at work, but I was at school, chilling in one of the empty rooms. I was live streaming, and nobody really answered the question, but I was asking, would you guys like to see me live stream at work? I might do it. But the reason I bring up that I might live stream is because I be using my phone and the managers are like, Patrick, no phones. But I'm like doing a good job at the register. Like I'm like getting the orders right and I'm doing it quickly. But they're like, no phones. Even with nobody there. Nobody was even there. Nobody's even in the drive-thru. But certain managers, they're like, no phones. And mind you, the managers, they can like barely speak English, right? They're, you know what I'm saying? They're like Mexicans and stuff that are like from overseas, so they barely speak English. So they're like, no phones. They're like, Patrick, no phones. And I remember, so she told me no phones, I put it away. Then I got caught second time. She's like, uno, dos, tres. And she signaled the write up as if she was gonna write me up. And I was like, bro, this shit is whack, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, this is what, and honestly, as you do more work, you're gonna have to answer to more people. That's what really sucks about it. That's why I've been kind of feeling like, dude, is this shit even worth it? Is like trying to like go after all these dreams, is it really worth it? And one thing I've recently learned is, and I wish I learned this earlier, is if you're somebody that you have a goal and a dream, you got to pick a struggle. It's not really about the benefits. You have to pick what you are willing to go through and live with, right? Let's say you decide, I'm gonna be, I don't know, like let's say you decide like, I want to be like a famous like YouTuber, right? There's things that you're gonna have to go through. One is that people your age, they're not gonna be doing what you're doing. So are you going to be able to live with that? You won't be able to relate to people. It'll be harder to make friends, and you're gonna have to learn certain skills to help that. You know, are you willing to be broke for a while? Because you won't make a lot of money that much for the first maybe like 1 to 2 years. If you're lucky, then you'll blow up quick. But usually if you blow up quick, that means you had some type of network, or your videos are just revolutionary, hella good videos, right? But you have to be kind of willing to pick a struggle. Are you willing to have people talk shit about you and be like, oh, this dude's cringy? Are you willing to have your friends in real life be like, hey, this ain't a good idea, like stop, like you look dumb, right? Are you willing to do that? You know, for me, I was, you know, to me, I am willing to live with that, but some people might not, right? So it's like, you can pick different avenues to really make a killing, but you gotta be able to live with the downsides. Let's say you decide you want to be a truck driver. Are you willing to drive long hours? I mean, like 12 hours straight? I for sure wouldn't be willing to do that. I don't think I would be willing to do that. So that's a lane that I didn't choose, right? It's stuff like that that you have to really look at. And I feel like there's hope for me because I am still really young, and a lot of young people are scared of their futures. And honestly, me being worried about my future, some people tell me it's a good thing that you're even thinking about it, because most people in their 20s aren't. They're just kind of just bullshitting around. But I don't know, man. I feel like I'm bullshitting around, but like in a different way than they are. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot to think about, man. It's raining hard outside too. It's raining real hard. I felt like it was a perfect day to make this video. I couldn't do it in the normal room that I do it in because, again, it's getting close to finals week. A lot of those buildings have been taken up because the kids want to study. And I should probably study, but it's been really hard for me to push through stuff. Because whenever I notice, like, and I've been like this since I was a kid, if I'm doing something and I don't like it, I'll straight up won't do it at all. It doesn't matter how much discipline it'll take, because eventually I'm gonna crash out. Nah, let me not say crash out, because I ain't like that. But eventually I'm just gonna say F this shit and I just won't do it anymore. It doesn't matter how much discipline it takes. If I don't like the process, I won't do it. I just won't. So I really just have to love the process, and YouTube is kind of the only thing that I really love the process of. So I don't know, man. Let me hear your input, man. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. How are you guys feeling today, man? We got to make a special community, because I'm realizing you really need connections to do this stuff. And I'm kind of just on the verge of saying, fuck it, let's just build our own network, you know, of us. You know, something cool like that, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, though. Love you guys, as always, man. You and my family are really all I got, for real. You know what I'm saying? Without this shit, I'd probably be okay, but I feel a lot better when I'm here with you guys, man. It's like a FaceTime video, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man. See y'all later, man. Love y'all.